Hello everyone, my name is Corpusel. I'm an ultimate Iron Man in old school RuneScape, and welcome to another video of my maxing and doing a lot of fun and cool stuff series. So we're starting off this video essentially right at the point where we finished off the last one. I still have the Darox in my inventory, I still have the runes that I need to take care of, so we're gonna do that first, but before that, we are actually going to go and do our weekly tiers of Gothics, because that is essentially the only way of how we are currently training sailing. So let's see what level we get. Well, this wasn't a very successful tiers of Gothics, but I think it's gonna be okay. So let's see how far we get our sailing up from level 32 to level 37. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm aiming for level 50 or 50-ish in order to start training sailing, because that's when you can build the, where is it? The salvaging station, yeah, so level 42 actually, so we're not that far off. And we might start doing sailing as our AFK activity of choice at that point. Now, let me go and start clearing up my inventory, and then we'll talk about the goals for this video. Funnily enough, believe it or not, but we do need to do one more Barrows run. That's in order to store our Darox set, our brand new and shiny Darox set, into the stash unit. So let me quickly do that, and who knows, we might spoon a Varax Brassard or a Torex plate body while we're at it. So let us store the Darox set into the stash unit and see what we get from this Barrows run. Absolutely nothing, but I am most definitely not complaining. Next up, we'll get rid of the runes. I'm actually going to go to Ferox Enclave and store the death runes into the looting bag, because I'm collecting death and blood runes, and yeah, we have nearly 80,000 deaths and a bit over 40,000 bloods. That's decent. We'll have a lot more bloods whenever we get to doing rune crafting, but for the time being that's the case. And we are going to sell off all of the chaos runes at Alimurasanes and probably drop the mind runes over to the main, unless they sell for 1 GP each over at Alimurasanes, then I might just dump them all to him. We'll see. Yeah, this is going to take a minute. I've kept around 30,000 chaos runes, because if I remember correctly, that's the amount that I will need for enough Tokkul for an Onyx. We will go ahead and buy an Onyx right now, because, spoiler alert, in this video we will be making a Necklace of Anguish. That's one of the goals for the video. And I'm definitely going to drop the Mind Runes over to the main, because I'm not clicking my mouse button 5,000 times for 200k. We'll drop it off to the main whenever we next are able to, together with the Bolt Racks. That's also gonna be a drop. Yeah, let's go sell the rest of the Chaos Runes for the Tokkul and get ourselves an Onyx. And by the way, we got around a bit over 3 mil from all of the Chaos Runes, so that's pretty good. It's gonna aid us when it comes to sailing and construction training in the future. We currently have a bit over 22 mil at the Nightmare Zone coffer, so we are going to store 4,200,000 of our gold. We'll keep a mil on us, and then, yeah, 26 mil in the coffer. Awesome. And that is enough Tokkul for the Onyx. Let's go right next door and purchase it. It will remain in our inventory for a little bit, right? So we're gonna do our first grind. It's not gonna be, I guess, negatively impactful, if that makes sense, for the very first grind that we'll be doing. I'll keep the Mind Runes and the Bolt Racks in the inventory as well for the time being, because they won't be a hindrance, is what I'm trying to say. And I still need to get one more item, and then I'll explain our very first grind. We are going to talk to Tenzig and purchase ourselves a pair of climbing boots. So if you take a look at my loadout and my gear, you might have some questions, and let me explain. The very first thing that we'll be doing in this video is Pest Control, for a few different reasons. First of all, I want to green log Pest Control. Where is it? Yeah, I want to green log it, get all of the items on the collection log. Furthermore, as we are getting all of those items, I also want to get enough points for Elite Void. So whenever we complete the required diary, we'll be able to, I guess, upgrade our Void into the Elite Void instantly. So that's goal number 2 point-wise. And last but certainly not least, I want to get 85 prayer. So we'll be doing it through Pest Control. I want to get enough points to get us to 85 prayer for the Desert Elite Diary. The plan now is to do it all in one sitting, or rather one go, if that makes sense. So we would get Pest Control over with quickly and then continue on with the rest of the goals of this video. According to my very rough calculations, I'm going to need 9,742 pest points in order to achieve all of the goals I've just mentioned. That is 1,910 points for the full Void and the Elite Void, as well as 7,832 points for 85 prayer. So that's essentially maxing out the pest points, because the cap is 4,000, maxing out the pest points 2 times and then getting a few more points. It's gonna take a hot minute, but at least it's not an RNG grind. I'll see how many, I guess, games I can do or how many points I can get per hour. I do have the medium combat achievements done, which will get me more points at the veteran boat. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And that's actually the reason why I have Rune Plate Legs on instead of my Blood Moon Tassets that I got last video. I don't want it to degrade and to have to pay to repair it every single time. I think Rune Plate Legs is going to do just fine, combined with the Fighter Torso and the Climbing Boots. And I'm gonna be using our Whip on defensive, because I have no need for inventory space when doing Pest Control. I'll store the rest of the money actually at Nightmare Zone, so we can see how much GP we end up getting from this grind. So while I have your attention here, I do want to also talk about the other goals for this video. And honestly, there's only one big goal that I have in mind, and it's Calphite Queen. I want to get enough magic seeds from Calphite Queen to get the amount of magic roots that I need in order to create the anti-venom potions for the final pool at our POH. That is a mouthful, but I hope that it made sense for you, because currently we have the fancy pool of rejuvenation. I want to get the stamina pool as well, or no, sorry, I have the stamina pool. I want to get the final version of the pool. Yeah, it's the Ornate rejuvenation pool, and in order to build it, we need 10 anti-venoms, for which we need magic roots. So it's essentially one small favor, but bear with me. I'll explain whenever we actually get to KQ. I also want to do the combat task for killing it with the Verax Flail. That's why we went for it in the last video. And obviously I want to, I guess, get the Calphite Queen head to build at the POH in order to do the Desert Diary. In between, we'll also fill out some collection log slots. Specifically, I'm thinking about, where is it? Forestry, yeah. We are able to fill out most of these collection log slots. We'll do that whenever we finish off with Pest Control. We might also visit our dear friend Dagonath Rex in order to get another Dragon Axe to recharge our Infernal Axe. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that we will be getting at least a couple of 99s in this video. We'll see how it goes. But since I kind of hinted at it, yeah, 99 farming is also something that we will probably be going for in this video, because I also want to get the full farmer's outfit in this video as well and finish off the collection log, perhaps. I don't know about the herb sack, but we'll definitely get enough points to purchase it whenever we do end up needing it. Which is honestly going to be soon in one of the following videos, because remember, we got the full Darox in order to go and do mole for the nests to create almost 5,000 Saradomin brew potions. So mole is going to be granting us a lot of seeds, and you know the drill, right? This is for a future video. But yeah, so to put it shortly, this video is Pest Control, Calphite Queen, and a few random errands in between, with a couple of 99s potentially sprinkled on top. Oh, and one last thing, while we're doing Pest Control, whenever we have some AFK time, obviously I'll be doing woodcutting. We will also be starting this grind off with 80 defense and 85 attack. I want to get to 85 defense and then train attack to 99. We'll see how much XP we end up getting. I might reset the counter a bit later on to track all of the experience that we'll get. And at some point we do also want to clear up our looting bag a little bit, but I think that I might end up doing it next video because we'll be getting rid of the magic roots as well as the coconuts, and I have an idea for storing these ruby and diamond bolts, or ghost storing them, if that makes sense. But again, getting ahead of myself, let's go do pest control. We are starting off with 6 points exactly, so yeah, we have a long way to go. And so we're finishing off the final game of the hour. It's been essentially an hour of pest control, and we currently have 209 pest points. We started out with 13, so that makes it 196 points per hour. At, I would say, I guess 90-ish% efficiency. I did try to join every game and we won all of the games. But yeah, 196. If we divide it from the number of the points that we need, that turns out to be around 50-ish hours of pest control. Not too bad, honestly. I expected the number of hours that I'll have to spend here being higher. So yeah, 50-ish hours of pest control is what awaits us for this very first grind. 97 woodcutting. I've done some pest control. I have over 1100 points now, but I also have a bit more time today than usual, and I thought that it's a pretty good opportunity to come to the friendly forester and get some forestry rewards. As a refresher, this is what our log is looking like. The fox whistle and the petal garland are the two items that we will not be able to get right now, but we can essentially get everything else in the log. So the very first thing that I will go for is the forestry set, and I need my lumberjack in order to recolor it. 1 second. So what I'm gonna do is recolor the set and then also purchase the, what's it called? The clothes pouch blueprint. It will allow me to store another set of lumberjack in the forestry kit and provide the set effects without actually wearing, well, the full set. That means we will go back to temple trekking and get ourselves another lumberjack set. That being said, I do also want to store one more set in my POH in the wardrobe. There's absolutely no need for me to do that from an efficiency standpoint, but I view it as a sort of a completionist type of thing. So in total we will need 3 sets. I have all of the logs stored that I will need for the rewards, so let us purchase the forestry boots, the hat, the legs, and the top. And we will also buy, where is it? The clothes pouch blueprint as well. Okay, awesome. A lot of collection log slots completed, 493 currently. So this is what the set looks like. But we will now go and get ourselves another set of lumberjack. Well, this took a minute, but we finally have the second set of lumberjack. Let me teleport out of here and create the pouch first and foremost, right? Clothes pouch, blueprint, yeah, create that. I use it on the forestry kit, and then I use my lumberjack on the kit. Okay, we only need to do it one more time and we'll have the final lumberjack set that we'll probably ever need. Wish me luck. This is gonna be a strange place to get it, but that is 81 defense. Well, if I never have to do this again, I will definitely not complain. But that is it. We have the third and final lumberjack set. We can now store it in our POH. 2 sets and then 1 attached to the forestry kit. Let us go and purchase the rest of the rewards. So from what I gather, I can now purchase the Twitcher's gloves, the funky shaped log, the log brace, as well as the felling axe handle. I cannot purchase, well, I can purchase the cape pouch, but I would not be able to use it on my forestry kit because I need 99 wood cutting. And the fox whistle and petal garland. Yeah, we talked about these 2 items. We'll get them later on as well. So let us purchase everything that we can purchase for the time being. And that is it. 4 items, 4 collection log slots, only 3 slots away from 500 collection logs completed. So yeah, we have 3 items remaining in the collection log, the forestry collection log, 2 of which are essentially luck-based unless I get enough anima bark to buy the fox whistles, so only the pale garland will be, I guess, luck-based from the event, and we'll purchase the K pouch whenever we get 99 woodcutting. I'm gonna store the Twitcher's gloves in the POH. I don't think I have a lot of use for them, and I'm going to drop the log brace as well as the felling axe handle over to the main. I would create the, I guess, felling axe, but it's a two-handed tool, and for how I do woodcutting, I'm not really going to use it, I don't think. In any case, I can repurchase it from the friendly forester in the future. I would need to get enough anima bark, but yeah, that's not too big of an issue. But neither the log brace nor the felling axe handle are going to be useful for me. As far as the log brace is concerned, I could attach it to the forestry kit and combine it with the log basket. From what I've read, it essentially renders the, I guess, end result and product pretty inconvenient if you want to keep it in your inventory and like shift click to withdraw logs. So yeah, not gonna use it. I'm gonna drop it. I can repurchase it at any time as well. Now, as far as the funky shaped log is concerned, it's an item that I can use on my beaver pet, currently the pheasant pet. If I use it on him, yes, I'd like to treat my beaver. And now I can use any log on the beaver. I think that's how it works. But yeah, I can use any log on the beaver in order to metamorphosize it into the color of that log. So apparently I can't store the Twitcher's gloves. I thought that I can, but I cannot store them in my POH. That's not really too big of an issue. Again, it's one of the items that I can repurchase at any time in the future. Maybe I can sell them back to... No, I cannot sell them back. So I guess I'll need to drop them. These increase the chance to get nests from doing woodcutting. Not really something I'm interested in too much right now. Egg nests are cool, but yeah, I don't think this item is worth keeping. So I'm gonna drop this. I'm going to drop these 2 items over to the main, and then we'll go and potentially finish off 500 collection log slots. If you remember from the very end of my last video, I did a challenge where I had to get 3 collection log slots, and what I did is came to LMS because I have quite a few points here and bought a few items. And I've also checked that right now I do have enough points to buy the 3, I guess, remaining dyes, or I don't know what to call them, paints, for the different items, for the dark bow as well as the whip. I think these items are tradable, so I'll throw them over to the main together with these 2 in my inventory, but these will essentially get us to 500 collection log slots. I need to purchase the yellow paint, the blue paint, as well as the frozen whip mix. That leaves us with 115 points, more than enough for our looting bag needs. And when I exit the interface, we have 500 collection log slots completed. That feels fantastic. I'm really excited to fill out the log as we progress through the series. But yeah, let me go and throw everything over to the main and get back to woodcutting. We have enough points to purchase everything that we need to fill out the Pest Control collection log, except for the Elite Void top and bottom. That is going to have to wait until we complete the hard Western Provinces diary. Apart from that, we can go ahead and essentially buy everything. So let's do that. And the final item, the Void Knight seal. That is it. All of the items have been purchased, and this is what the collection log looks like right now. All that's left to do is complete it with Elite Void, and Pest Control will be green-locked. The set is very iconic, and by equipping it, we also complete an elite task in the Western Provinces area. So yeah, that's a nice added bonus. But we can store it in the POH, and we will definitely be using it. We will actually use it in the next video, I think. I'm not gonna reveal where just yet, but yeah, that's a sneak peek for you guys. But for the time being, we'll be storing it in our POH and going back to doing more pest control, a lot more pest control actually, because we still need around, what, 7,000, 7,500 points for the prayer experience. So yeah, it's still gonna take a minute. We store the set as well as store all of the helmets separately. And can we store the mace? Yeah, so neither the mace nor the seal can be stored in the POH. So we'll have to drop them. The seal does have some very niche uses in Pest Control, like the actual minigame, but it's not required by any means. I essentially only bought it for collection log purposes. So yeah, we'll get rid of the items, go and get our whip, because that's the weapon I prefer to use for Pest Control, and then we will go back to doing just that. I'll see you guys whenever I have something interesting to report. And that is officially 98 woodcutting. Only one level left to go till the big 99. 82 defense. And our weekly Tears of Guttix gets us from 37 to 41 sailing. Oh my god, I actually got it. The petal garland. Yes, dude. This was the final RNG item that we needed. The final item from forestry, that is. So what this means is that we now only need the fox whistle, which we can actually purchase with anima bark. I need 75k, so I think I'll definitely have that by 99 woodcutting if I stay at the magic trees. I'm so happy. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. We got it. It's the same day. The same day as the petal garland. We get the fox whistle. And that means when it comes to forestry, we're done. We only need to buy the cape pouch, but we have more than enough anima bark to do so. So we'll complete 99 woodcutting at Redwoods. I'm very happy to have gotten this. Let us pick up our beaver and then use the fox whistle on him. That's it, we blow the whistle and we officially have a fox. While I have you here, I also want to say that I decided that I will not be going to DK's, to Rex specifically, to get a dragon axe to recharge my infernal axe. The reason is pretty simple. We will be getting 99 woodcutting pretty soon-ish, and we will still be doing a lot of woodcutting afterwards for construction trading. So I think that would be a bit counterintuitive, and would take a longer amount of time if some of the logs that I'll chop, I'll probably be doing Prifdinastiques. So yeah, it would take more time if some of the logs actually get burned instead of, you know, going in my inventory or log basket. So at least for the foreseeable future, we will be using an uncharged infernal axe, which is fine considering, you know, 98 woodcutting. Oh, missed it, but that's 83 defense, and yeah, still no combat level. And so, the level that's been in the works for what feels like a really long time. 99 woodcutting. Another 99 on the ultimate Iron Man. We are now a master woodcutter, and we'll go to Lumbridge to get our woodcutting cape. But before we do that, let us go and get the final item that we need from forestry, the cape pouch. We are going to purchase it. Yeah, that's it. The forestry collection log is officially completed. Let's go get our capes. Let's talk to the woodsman tutor. And yes, please. No problem. That's it. We have the woodcutting cape, the 99 woodcutting cape. Obviously, we need to do the emote. Oh man, yeah, this level feels like it has taken me quite a minute to reach. I'm very happy to have this 99 out of the way. It's very chill. I used it as my AFK activity of choice. And now, what that means is that we do need to find a new AFK activity to do. And I thought about this quite a bit, and what I ended up deciding on is mining. We will mine shooting stars whenever we have some AFK time. I was choosing between mining and runecrafting, but since we're on the pest control grind currently, the whole inventory loadout and, you know, death banking and then getting my items back it would be a bit too much of a hassle, I think. So for the time being, we'll focus on mining via the shooting stars, and I don't really care about post 99 XP in the sense that I'm okay with getting it. I know that I will get it in a lot of skills in the future. So while it would be more efficient for me to go for rune crafting, because I could get a whole entire level, I think, in mining as I'm reaching for 99 rune craft. Yeah, I don't really care. So I'll go with mining. We'll see how far we can get it up by the end of this video. But now let us put in the cape into the cape pouch. No? How do I do this? Yeah, I add it to the forestry kit and then I can use the cape on it. Yeah, that's it. Fantastic. Our forestry kit currently has the woodcutting cape inside of it. Not that we'll be doing a lot of woodcutting in the near future, but what that means is that we do also need to purchase another skill cape. Yeah, we need to purchase another skill cape to store it in our POH. So let's go do just that, and then we'll continue with pest control. We are going to store our dragging axe into the stash unit because we will not be using it for quite a while, and we'll be taking out our dragging pickaxe from this stash unit. I'll wear the rune boots, and I'm wearing the helm of natives now, so I can alch this one. And yeah, we are not using up any unnecessary inventory space. So cool. And that is 84 defense, as well as a combat level of 114. We're getting it up there, slowly but surely. So this is going to be the final game before we actually max out our points. 4,000 Void Knight commendation points. That means we must go and exchange them for prayer experience. Let's hop to a quieter world and go do just that. We have to use up 100 points at a time, so if we confirm, we get 19, nearly 20k XP, and I guess we just spam this until we get the level. So I'll see you guys soon. That's the first prayer level. It doesn't pop up, but yeah, we passed 79. So I guess I'll use up all of the points and then we'll see what level we end up with. And that is going to be the last of the points. And we do actually get one more level. So once I click away from this interface, that is level 82 prayer, almost exactly. 23.5 million experience per hour. That is actually insane. 2151 total level. And yeah, we need 3 more levels. So that's essentially, I think, around 4k points. I'm just gonna round it up to 4,000 points. So we need to do everything that we just did one more time. This grind isn't at all bad, it's just very boring. So I can't wait to get it over with and then get my butt to KQ. And that takes us from 41 ceiling to 44. And that is level 85 defense. No combat level, but we are switching to attack experience now. And we'll probably get it to all the way to 99, maybe to 90, and then switch defense to 90. We'll see, but yeah, switching to attack and pushing on with pest control. This is going to be a little bit of a different flip, but yeah, that's 99 sailing on the main, and I have officially remaxed the main account. Well, this was very unexpected. Ranger boots on 111 medium clue scrolls. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a duplicate pair of Rangers. I already have one. Well, I just missed it because I apparently wasn't recording, but I just got level 95 hit points as well as 115 combat. That's not a good level to miss, considering how long hit points levels take right now, but yeah, it happened. 86 attack. This is going to be the final level that we'll be getting until we finish off our prayer grind in pest control. 44 sailing all the way to 46, and quite close to a level. I'm still not training it on the UIM, but I'm actually really looking forward to start building ships and training the skill normally here, so yeah, that'll come in the future. And as we end off this game, this will be the second time in a row that we've maxed out our pest control points. So let's go trade it in and get 85 prayer. And this is going to be the final 100 points we're spending on prayer for 85 prayer. This took a minute, but I'm really happy to get this level out of the way. We'll be able to, well, we can combine the Holy Elixir with the Spirit Shield, but that's not something we are going to worry about for a while. But we will be able to go and do the Elite Desert Diary task, which is kind of the main reason why we got 85 prayer in the first place. So I still have 100 points left over. I need 300 more points, so like an hour and a half, for the, I guess, to have enough points for the Elite Void set whenever I finish the diary and am able to purchase it. So I'm just gonna go and quickly get the remaining 300 points and be done with this place for the time being. And just like so, we are done with Pest Control for the time being. 401 points stored, and the Elite Void costs 400 points. So whenever we complete the diary, we'll be able to come back here and claim it. Now, the next goal on the account is Calphite Queen. Specifically, we are, first of all, going to go for one single kill in order to complete the Desert Hard Diary. Yeah, this is the only task that we have left for the Hard. With completing this diary, we'll be able to use Sahur's potion making service, which is super convenient, and I'll definitely be using it for the nearly 5,000 Toadflax potions that we'll need to make. We will also be able to not carry 2 ropes every single time we go to fight the Calphite Queen. The ropes placed there will be permanent. So once we complete the Hard Diary, once we get that first kill, there are essentially 2 things that we need from KQ. First of all, it's the Calphite Queen head. It has a drop rate of 1 in 128, but you do get a guaranteed tatter head if you go all the way up to 256 KC. Hopefully that's not gonna be us, but yeah, you never know. We need the head in order to complete the Desert Elite Diary. We only have 2 tasks left to do here, and one of them is to speak to the KQ head in our POH, and the other one is to pray at the Sophonem altar with 85 prayer points. That's why we got 85 prayer, and by getting the KQ head, we'll be able to complete the Desert Diary fully. The other drop that we're looking for are magic seeds. I need 2 magic seeds in order to grow magic trees, in order to get magic roots, in order to complete the final, I guess, pool in my POH. I've said this a few times already, but yeah, that's kind of one small favor that I've subjected myself to. I know that I can get magic roots now from Veiled Totems, and that's probably an easier way to get them, but since I'm going to be doing KQ either way, and since the drop rate is pretty good, I'm assuming that I'll get the single drop of 2 magic seeds before I get the actual head drop. I just thought that I'd do it via KQ. If you do get really lucky with the Calphite Queen head, and we get it before the magic seeds, I might transition to Whale Totems, we'll see. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I need to do a few things before we actually go and do KQ. I need to go Death Bank. I want to get a few items out of my looting bag. Well, obviously I need the armor and, you know, kind of rearrange stuff here, but I also want to phantom store the bolts that I have in the bolt pouch, and I do also need a Calphite Slayer task. So we'll try to get that. I hope that it won't take too long. I think I have an Aberrant Scepter task right now. Yeah, Aberrant Specters. Okay, so we might finish off this task and then try to get the Calphite task as soon as possible from Diradel. But yeah, that's essentially it. I'm gonna go Death Bank, rearrange my inventory and the looting bag, and yeah, I'll see you whenever I actually end up getting the Calphite task. I accidentally reset my attack XP. If you're wondering about the stats, we gained over 1.2 million defense experience at Pest Control, as well as close to 600k hit points XP. I don't know how much attack experience I've gained, but it's not a lot. We also gained around 1.5 million GP, I think. I didn't do the math, but I also did a few clues and out some things. So yeah, those are the statistics of Pest Control. Oh, and I completely forgot, one other thing that we need to do at KQ is kill it with the Varrock's Flail. I mean, that's kind of the thing that we've been going for, one of the things that we've been going for in the last video at Barrows. But this is only for a combat achievement, so yeah, we'll do that as well. This is where you get the bolt pouch. You need to talk to Hirko, not trade him, but talk to him, and he'll sell you one for 1500 coins. So you can actually store 4 different bolts, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 4 different bolts in this pouch. So the way that the phantom storage works on a UIM is essentially that I need to store these 2 piles of bolts in the bolt pouch, leave it at a death bank, and die once again. Or I can leave it on the ground for it to despawn if I death pile. And even though it will despawn, it will be lost, the next time I come back here and claim it, it will actually have all of the bolts inside of it. So yeah, it's a nifty little trick of how to save some, I guess, looting bag storage on the UIM. And if it wasn't clear still, I will be killing the KQ via the melee flinching method on both phases. Just death banked at Hespori for a second time. Let's collect our items, unlock. Yeah, so the bolts are in the pouch. I'm just gonna leave it at Hespori. If I die at KQ, that's perfectly fine. The pouch will despawn from this item retrieval service. And yeah, that's kind of the point, right? I don't see a point in death piling or death banking once more in order to remove it intentionally, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna leave it here and continue gearing up for KQ. Yes, 183 cow fights. We got the task. We did like maybe 5 skips in total. The inventory situation isn't looking all that swell. I still need at least 1 anti-poison, and then I'm gonna fill everything out, like the rest of the slots out, with food. I accidentally stored my super attacks in the looting bag, but I had some irits planted, so yeah, that's fortunate. So I am going to get everything ready, and then we will go and kill our very first cow fight queen on the account. And after that kill, we'll be able to free up at least 3, well, not at least, 3 exactly inventory slots. So yeah, I'm quite excited for that, and see you very soon. Yeah, this first kill is going to be very scuffed. 6 food in the inventory. I don't have my hopes up all that high, but we'll see how it goes. The one thing that sucks about this KQ grind as well is that I'll be using the zombie axe, and I need to use it on Crush. And Crush trains strength, which I have 99. So yeah, we'll get some extra unneeded experience, but that's fine. Just waiting for my prayer to recharge a little bit, and I'll be going into the cave and trying to kill the KQ with the Varrock's Flail, the very first kill. Wish me luck in advance. This is the loadout, by the way, that we'll be using. I forgot to show you, but yeah, it's essentially Blood Moon Tassets, Fighter Torso, Climbing Boots. I did get them from Medium Clue, so I thought I'd use them. A Slayer helmet, and you know, everything's pretty standard. But yeah, if we get this first kill out of the way, we'll free up some inventory and it will be much easier moving forward. Well, this has been the most scuffed kill ever. But yeah, papaya tree seeds, star crabs, I'll take those. Prayer smasher, okay, get me out of here. Oh wow, that was very, very scuffed. No prayer potions, no food, but we did it. And we completed the Hard Desert Diary. Let us go claim our rewards before we do anything else. So if we talk to Jar, yeah, completed the Hard Diary. Obviously use the lamp on Herblore. Get a level 86 Herblore. Fantastic. And yeah, I'll throw up the rewards on the screen. That essentially the biggest reward for us in this upcoming grind is the fact that we will no longer need to use ropes on the Calphite Queen lair and like the entrance to the lair as well as entrance to the boss room. So that's 2 extra inventory slots. And I don't know if you noticed, but we completed a combat task. Prayer Smasher. Yeah, kill the Calphite Queen using only the Varrock's Flail as a weapon. So we no longer need the flail. We can allocate. Oh yeah, that feels good. 1 extra inventory slot. So as far as the collection log is concerned, 1 kill, no drops, obviously. I guess the grind truly begins, huh? Cool, I'm looking forward to this. It's gonna be an interesting grind, I think. Since we did Pest Control in this video in order to get 85 prayer, and now we killed the Calphite Queen and did the Desert Heart Diary, I also decided to come to Sophonim and complete an Elite Desert Diary task here. So the only task left when it comes to the Desert Diary is to talk to the KQ head in my POH. And for that, I need to go back to the boss. Oh, very scuffed kill, but yeah, that was a 4-kill trip, a super combat potion, that'll come in handy. A 3-kill trip, sorry, I got the first kill and then, yeah, 3 kills in this trip, no drops yet. So I thought about it and I am going to free up 1 more inventory space for the KQ grind. I'm going to be trading in the Stardust, and every time that I do AFK star mining, I'll do the same. 4 bags of gems, and I'll cut the gems, get some crafting experience, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Plus 1 very precious inventory space for the KQ. These are all the gems that we got, and let's see the price check from around 55 or 56 bags of gems. 1.3 million GP. If I were to sell them, that is, at the GE. I am going to cut and sell all of these gems except for the dragon stones, which I will be adding to the collection in the looting bag. I wanted to do this for a very long time now. Whenever I got a ruby, I never remembered to do it, but now that we have rubies, we made a Dixite pendant and used it on the strange machine here on Fossil Island. So now we'll be able to teleport straight to the house on the hill via our Dixite pendant in the POH. Just like so. Yeah, this will speed up the birdhouse runs quite a bit. And since I did the Fossil Island unlock, I thought that I'd come to Lithgrin and unlock it as well. Nice. Micro achievements, completionist type of achievements. I really like these. That is going to be the last of the gems. We gained 130, a bit over 130,000 crafting experience. That's more than I thought that we'd gain. We're actually pretty close to level 90 crafting. So we'll see if we'll be able to get it via the gems mined or from the Stardust in this video. But yeah, that's 1 extra inventory slot freed up for Calphite Queen. That should be a combat achievement done. Yeah, Chitin Penetrator, killing the Calphite Queen with its defense lowered. I used Arclight for this achievement, so now the only other achievement that we have to do is killing it with Vengeance, and then the 2 achievements left are just kill count. Now, if I'm lucky, this should get me the kill, theoretically, if it hits high. Let's see. Yes. Oh, not the kill, but the combat achievement. Awesome. So, the only combat achievements that we have left are kill count tasks, 25 KC and 50 KC. We'll get them passively. Oh my god, dude, are you kidding me? KC number 8, KQ head. Oh no, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, this is very unexpected. Holy shit, what do I do now? I still need the 2 magic seeds, but I guess we'll go and do well totems then. Wow, okay, let me compose myself and go and stuff this head, plant it, or what's it called, place it in my POH, talk to it, and complete the Elite Desert Diary. I'll be right back. Let us stuff the head And yeah, now all we need to do is go and mount it in our POH. I just listened back to my reaction at getting the head from KQ, and I want to clarify that I am very happy that I got it. My initial reaction was, oh no, but that was essentially because I honestly didn't plan that much ahead. I know that I will be doing Tithe Farm, but I thought that I'd be stuck at KQ for a considerable amount of time. I definitely did not expect to get this lucky with the head. 8KC KQ head. That is insane. So yeah, I'm very happy that I actually got it. I guess I'll go and rearrange my inventory death bank and get geared up to do the final grind of this video, Tithe Farm. But before any of that, let's go and mount the stuffed head at our POH. I'm still so flustered from getting the drop. I said that the final grind of this video is Tithe Farm, which is true, but we do need to get the 2 magic seeds before that, and I'll be doing Veil Totems to get it. I don't think it's gonna take long, although I've never done the minigame. I got 99 fletching before it came out, so this will be an interesting new experience for me. But yeah, that's a short mini grind, if you will, getting the 2 magic seeds, and then we're gonna get our butts over to Tithe Farm. Let us build the gilded, the gilded display. That costs some money, but it's perfectly fine. Let's place our, where is it? Mount? Yeah, we get some experience, accept the combat experience, and let us talk to the KQ head. Congratulations, we have completed the Elite Desert Diaries. Wow, that's so unexpected for me today. I'm really happy about it. Let's go claim the rewards. I'll throw up the rewards on screen. We don't really get anything that special when it comes to UIM specific, I guess, benefits. But obviously the antique lamp is the biggest reward because it grants us 50,000 herblore experience. And we have, I guess, green-logged the Desert Diaries. I was kind of looking forward to grinding out KQ whenever we actually get back to doing it, because we do have a Slayer task still. We will be able to use the shortcut at the Calphite lair, so that's gonna make the process much more enjoyable. But for the time being, yeah, I guess we forget KQ for a little while and continue on with our journey. How interesting. I am going to Death Bank at Hespori. I've stored all of my items in the POH and in the stash unit. But I do have the bolt pouch still with Arno. And if you try and fight Hespori without claiming the bolt pouch, you get this dialogue, which essentially tells you that, you know, you can come back and claim the items that are still stored with Arno, or you can not care and lose that stuff if you die to Hespori again. So either way, I guess the bolt pouch will be lost, but we'll be able to reclaim it. It's just a neat little, I guess, piece of dialogue that I never knew existed. Okay, so we're ready to do Veil Totems. As you can see, I've never done it before, neither on my main nor on the UIM. Since, again, I got 99 fletching in Trouble Brewing before this minigame came out. I downloaded a plugin that makes, I guess, the minigame a bit easier. And I know that you need logs. I saw that many people are doing it with magic logs, but I'm just going to do it with U logs because they're faster to chop. If it doesn't make sense, or if it ends up not making sense, I'll switch it up. I also remember saying that I need magic seeds from the minigame, so no, I don't need magic seeds, I need magic roots. In total, I need 14 roots. They're not in my looting bag right now, but I have 9 already, so I need 5 magic roots. And there's a chance of getting from 2 to 3 magic roots from a Veil offer rummaging, if that makes sense. It's 1 in 55, essentially. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is rummaging the offerings every single time we finish a round, if that makes sense. Every single time that we run out of logs, we'll rummage the offerings, and if we don't get anything, we'll go get more logs and continue with the minigame. I need to talk with this guy beforehand, and once I complete the minigame, or I guess a tutorial, I'll be able to start the actual minigame. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys whenever I have the first round of whale offerings ready. Well, I guess I made one full rotation, if that makes sense. Don't mind the maple logs in my inventory and the maple longbow. I kind of messed up, but yeah, we have nearly 500 whale offerings. So I guess we can open the first ones just for the sake of, you know, doing it. Willow roots, no. Maple roots, oh come on. We did get roots, but not the ones that we need. So I guess I'll collect some more whale offerings, like a decent amount for a semi-decent opening, and then we'll open them all at once. I am getting the hang of the minigame though, it's actually pretty simple once you kind of get into it. And here's 1,000 whale offerings. So let's open them and see if we get lucky. No luck, but we got 2 egg nests. That's surprising, I didn't know that you can get them. What else? Some bone shards, some arrow tips. Yeah, nothing all that amazing, I guess, but still, the seeds and the egg nests are pretty cool. So I'm not gonna show every offering, I'm probably gonna accumulate like a few thousand whale offerings at a time and then open them, and we'll see each other whenever I get lucky with the magic roots. One thing that I will say is that chopping the logs every single, I guess, rotation is really annoying. Obviously, right? Mains have a bank access right there, and they're able to withdraw logs, so the process is much quicker. But for UIM, I have to chop the logs every single time, which kind of reminded me that we'll be doing mole, and mole has U log drops, noted. So probably I'm thinking that all of the logs that we get from the mole grind, we'll be able to use them in this minigame and get some collection log slots completed. Looking forward to it already, honestly. Oh, okay, 2 collection log slots instantly, an end branch or 4 end branches, and the bowstring spool. I'm not sure I'll be able to do anything with it since it's not storable in the POH, but it's still a really nice collection log slot to complete. Oh, I got magic seeds. I got 2 magic seeds. Oh man, that feels so good. I actually didn't know that you can get magic seeds from the whale offerings. I didn't look it up, but 2 is the number that I need. So we'll be able to plant the magic trees and get our magic roots, even if we don't get the roots from the rest of the offerings. So I'm just gonna finish them off, see what other loot we get, and go and plant the magic seeds. I'm so happy. And we do actually get the magic roots, but only two, but at the very end of the, I guess, opening. So let's open the rest of the whale offerings. And that is it. We get nothing. Oh, we get a sandwich lady. Let's see if we get lucky. No, a bread roll. So that won't count. Yeah, so that's essentially the loot that I'm keeping. I've dropped some seeds, some lesser seeds, I guess. I'm gonna go plant all of the seeds. I will be holding on to the end branches because I know that you can do, like, build something in the POH with them. But I'll see, maybe I'll be able to trade in the bowstring spool for some research points and get the other item, the mask that I need for the, I guess, furnishings in my POH. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I need the Greenman mask. It costs 500 points, and my bowstring spool would net me 125 research points. So, I guess I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, I will sell it actually. And in total, I have 239 research points. So nearly halfway there for the mask. So I will be holding on to these 10 end branches. Most probably. I might drop them because I know that I will get a lot more in the future when I come back to this minigame. But for the time being, while I have some inventory free, I will hold on to them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I'm just gonna go and sort everything out, alch any of the better arrow tips that I received from these dirty ones, and then go and plant the magic seeds. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys whenever I have everything organized and sorted. Okay, so I am ready to do some tithe farm. By my calculations, we'll need 1000 points exactly, because we already have the seed box as well as auto weed, but we do need 2 farmer's jackets. That's because one of them is going to go into the stash unit, while the other one is going to complete the full, I guess, set that I'll be able to store in my POH. This is what the collection log looks like. There's no auto weed in it, but we do have it purchased. And yeah, it should take me around 10 to 11 hours to complete. I'll be doing the basic simple method. And we will get 99 farming from it, because I can expect around 1.1, 1.2 million farming experience. So yeah, a relatively quick 10-hour grind compared to some other grinds that we've been doing recently. So I'll jump in whenever there's something interesting to report, but I'll probably switch between this and shooting stars for my AFK time. A lot of people dislike tithe farm, and they've made a lot of changes throughout the years, but I personally don't really mind it. It's quite, I guess, brain dead, if that makes sense, but 10 hours isn't that long of a time to spend here. So yeah, we'll complete a collection log, we'll get 99 farming, my favorite skill. Good times, good times. I will also be using the humidify spell from the lunar spellbook to, I guess, make these runs a tad bit quicker. I thought about buying all of the rewards at the same time, but I have enough points to buy the Gricoler's can, 200 points, and this would act, well, not an infinite water source, but it would only take up 1 inventory instead of 8, and would hold a lot more water, so I think I'm gonna buy it now. Yeah, collection log slot completed, or filled rather. Tithe farm, yeah. I guess we'll only be able to use this one, saving some inventory space. Nice. And that is essentially all the roots we need from 1 magic tree. 14 magic roots. So now we need irids, and we'll be able to initiate the process of creating the fancy rejuvenation pool in our POH. Well, I can safely say that math isn't my strongest suit. I made some errors in my calculations on the, I guess, number of potions that I'll need, but it all turned out fine in the end. So we have 14 for those anti-venom plus pluses, and we need to make them into the anti-venom potions. So what I'm gonna do, because I lack 1 herblore level to actually make the anti-venoms, is I'm going to purchase a Green Man's Ale. I think you buy it from this guy. Yeah, Green Man's Ale. I need 1 inventory slot, but essentially I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna drink it, and I'm going to be making the potions. Can I have Green Man's Ale? Drink it, and then make the anti-venom potions, the 10 potions that we'll need for the upgraded POH. I'll finish off making the other 4 potions as well. It's kind of a good thing that I miscalculated, simply because I'll be able to use them whenever we actually go and kill Zulrah for the diary, so I'm gonna keep them with me for some time. So I did end up buying all of the blood runes instead of taking them out of my looting bag. I spent 500k on 1000 blood runes, but I couldn't be arsed to actually go death bank, take out the blood runes and redo the looting bag. So yeah, that's some damage to the cash stack combined with the gold leaves, but that's fine, we'll make the money back. Now let's go build the fancy rejuvenation pool. Correction, we're actually building the ornate rejuvenation pool. So we drank our cup of tea, we have the crystal saw in our inventory, and that is it. The final version of the POH pool is done on the UIM. Let me go grab my items before they despawn. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's enter the house. That's it, we have it. This feels so good and so overdue. Ah, fantastic. We no longer need to go to Ferox to, I guess, recharge our hit points. We'll be able to save quite a bit of time throughout time with this ornate pool. Ah, amazing. And yeah, I'm gonna keep the anti-venoms up until the point we go and actually do Zulrah. So with that said, let's go back to Tithe Farm. Also, I'm keeping the magic roots in my inventory still, because if we get 3 more irids, we'll be able to create 3 extra anti-venom potions pretty easily. Excuse my voice, I'm pretty sick at the moment, but I just wanted to come in and say that I love farming. I've said this many times throughout my videos, it's definitely by far my favorite skill in old school RuneScape. I don't know what it is about it, it's very meditative, if that makes sense. Doing farm runs is such a familiar process for me, and yes, it is quote-unquote boring in a very, I guess, straight sense of the word, but there's something about the entire process that makes it very relaxing for me. And I think that's proven by the farming experience on my main. Currently, I have a bit over 115 million farming experience on the main. It's been parked at sailing, but I do plan to eventually reach 200 mil there. And I do want to get as much farming experience as possible on this account as well. And I guess the very first step in doing so is reaching 99 farming. 99 in my favorite skill in the game. We are now a master at farming. Unlimited spirit trees, yeah, fantastic. The second 99 in this video. As I've mentioned, we'll get at least 2 99s in this video. I say at least because, you know, there's mining as well, but yeah, we've completed the goal, and obviously let us go get the cape. I always forget that Martin is located at Draenor. You would think that you'd find him in the farming guild, but yeah, this is where you come for the skill cape. Sure. And yes, here it is. 99 farming and the skill cape is on my shoulders. Obviously, we need to do the emote. Very nice. I am going to be keeping this skill cape on my back for some time, I think. At least whilst doing this grind at the moment. Because not only is it a really cool cape, it's actually a fantastic utility cape because of the built-in farming guild teleport. So yeah, I'll be keeping this on me, and I also want to say that this is just the beginning of our farming journey on this account. I want to get a lot more farming experience passively throughout time. So yeah, with that being said, let us go back and finish off Tithe Farm. We're not too far off from completing that goal as well. I've also checked, farming was our 9th 99 on the UIM. So the, I guess, skill tab is looking pretty good, especially when we get 99 mining. There will only be one single skill in this right column that's not 99. And I think you can guess which skill that is. So I don't plan to rush 99 sailing anytime soon, but we will be looking into it sometime in the future. Well, obviously, one of the main goals is to max, so I made a bit of a mistake. I thought that I need the farmer's top for the stash unit, but I actually need the hat, the straw hat, which is essentially half the price in points. So with this final fruit picked, we can store everything in the sack. One more, and we have enough points. Technically, I think that we have enough points for everything that we need. So let's go and buy the outfit, and we'll see if my math was right. Right, so from the top, let's purchase the straw hat, the farmer's jacket, farmer's trousers, and farmer's boots. And we have 369 points left, so 75 points for the hat and 250 points. Yeah, that's more than enough points for both of these items. I'm not gonna buy the herb sack right now because, well, I don't really have a use for it at the moment. I will, I guess, store it with Farmer Agricola, and I'll buy it whenever I actually need it. And we have enough points to buy an additional hat as well. So yeah, that's the outfit done. Oh, that's the farming outfit done. Yeah, I had to get the farming pet as well, so this is what we're looking like. We have the farming skill cape, we have the farming pet, and the full farmer's outfit. This feels really cool on a UIM. And we can store the outfit in the armor case in the POH. I don't know why it's the armor case for a farmer's outfit, but yeah, I'm not questioning it. So we have essentially all of the main goals for this video complete. We've got 299s, we've got the, I guess, 85 prayer, we got the KQ head, and we got the full farmer outfit. The only thing that remains is to get a Zenyte shard. I guess this is more like a side goal, if that makes sense, but since we got really lucky with KQ, I think we can try and go and get the Zenyte shard in this video, and we'll be able to create the Necklace of Anguish. So I'm gonna, I guess, gear up, and I'll see you whenever I'm ready to go and fight demonic gorillas. Okay, so we're ready to go and do demonic gorillas. This is the gear loadout that I decided to go with, at least for now. I know that it's very far from ideal. This is my melee switch and this is my range switch. Yeah. I'll see how it goes. I'll take a dose of each of the super attack, defense and strength potions, as well as the ranging potion before my trip, and then fill my inventory with prey pots and sharks. I didn't want to take the Dragon Defender because then I would need to take the Slayer Helmet as well as the Dragon Battle Axe, and I will be doing this off task. So, oh man, the more that I talk about this, the worse this looks. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do this. We'll see how it goes. Now, in regards to the actual demonics, where are they? Yeah, this is the log. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it is very far from ideal. I've done over 1100 demonic gorillas and I only got one Zenyte shard. It's 1 in 300, so I'm very dry. With my KC, I should nearly have 4 already, so that's not reassuring, but it is what it is, and that's kind of the point why we are going to grind them out now. Maybe after this long break, we'll finally get lucky. Now, to start off, I think that I'll do around 300 KC, like up until the drop rate, so 1400 is the number here to look forward to. And if we don't get a Zenyte up until that point, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what situation the account and the timeline and the video is by that point. So wish me luck, and I hope that the next time I see you, it's either with a level from my AFK grinding or a Zenyte drop. First trip done, we got 5 kills, so not ideal, but we can drink from our Ornate Pool of Rejuvenation and get all of our stats as well as our HP up. Oh, that feels so good. I didn't notice, but these guys are unaggressive, or not aggressive by default right now. Oh man, this makes this so much easier. I don't know when they did this update, but I'm very happy. I can, eat, drink my prayer, and pick up the drops in peace now without another demonic harassing me in the meantime. Okay, so I'm reading the wiki now, and apparently they are no longer aggressive after completing Monkey Madness 2. And this change was made on the 23rd of April 2025, so yeah, a long time ago, comparatively speaking. But okay, I'm very happy about the change. Well, I completely missed it because my recorder wasn't on, but I got 84 ranged. That is 100 KC done, no Zenyte yet. Oh, that's 87 attack, and so that is 200 KC. No Zenyte yet. And that is officially 300 demonic gorilla KC. No Zenyte shard yet. Oh man, well, at least we're getting some money. The cash stack is up, so that's, I guess, a bonus. We also got some runite bars that we'll be able to use whenever we actually go and do sailing. I think that I'll use them with sailing. But yeah, I have no idea how long I'll continue to grind this out. I might do a couple more trips and wrap it up for this video because look at this collection log. It's actually crazy, right? I got the first Zenyte shard, I think around 200 or 300 KC, if I remember correctly, so that would make me over 1000 dry. Oh man, wish me luck. So we will continue doing demonics for a little bit, with the hopes of getting the Zenyte drop. I don't know if we'll finish them in this video or the next one. I guess it will purely depend on the luck and timing, but as you can see, I'm not at demonics right now. I am at the gauntlet. Bofa and crystal armor are essential on, well, you could say any account, but especially so on a UIM. I don't plan on getting a twisted bow anytime soon, to put it lightly, and Bofa is actually storable in a stash unit as well, which makes it that much better for UIMs. Now, I promised my friend Pre-Searing that I would get Bofa pretty soon after the last RuneFest, which was now, I'd say, what is it, almost a year ago. The next RuneFest is coming up in October, and I plan to attend it. I know that he will also be there, and I will not be able to look him in the eye and say that I still haven't gotten my Bofa or crystal armor. That would be shameful. At the same time, this grind is notorious. It can go on for a very, very long time. From the corrupted gauntlet, Bofa is, or the enhanced crystal weapon seed is 1 in 400, but I've seen people go exponentially dry, drier than I have gone with the demonic gorillas. So in a way, I'm not looking forward to it. And another reason is that I actually have never done corrupted gauntlet. I've barely done gauntlet in general. I'll throw up the KC that I have done on my main, and yes, 14 KC. I've completed the gauntlet 14 times. That's it in my life. So this is essentially new content for me. And with that being said, I imagine that it's not gonna be easy, because I will obviously be doing corrupted gauntlet for the better chances at the Bofa. So in order to actually get it in this lifetime and not, I guess, release videos every 2.5 years or so with announcements that I'm still dry at CG, I thought that I'd do it this way. I'll do Gauntlet and Corrupted Gauntlet passively, and I'll add segments in every video every once in a while whenever I get a combat achievement or some sort of a interesting drop or a kill milestone, but I won't, at least for the time being, make a dedicated video on it. Maybe we'll go somewhat lucky, maybe we'll go super dry, but this grind needs to begin somewhere, and I am sick and tired of postponing it. I want to get into the gauntlet as soon as possible. So that's the plan, that's what I'm gonna do. For this video, we still need the Zenyte. I am 330 KC, no Zenyte, no drops in general, so I will push on a little bit more and do a few gauntlets and corrupted gauntlets, mostly aiming to complete the combat achievements, and I'll throw in a few clips. We'll see how it goes, but if I go dry at demonics, or continue going dry at demonics, we'll finish off this video and then grind the Zenyte out in the next one. So yeah, this is just a quick heads up. If you see some random clips or seemingly random clips in future videos of me doing the gauntlet, now you have context for it. With that spiel out of the way, let us go and do our very first Gauntlet KC on the UIM. And if you die in the Gauntlet with anything in a death bank, those items get wiped, so I'm just double checking with Arno that I definitely have nothing to collect. I have everything on me. The looting bag, as well as the inventory, is safe if you die in the Gauntlet, but again, if you have anything in the death bank, those items are gone. So if you didn't know that, keep this in mind. Okay, that's the first Gauntlet KC. I got it second try. So, not ideal, but we can now access the Corrupted Gauntlet. Let's see what we get from our very first normal Gauntlet KC on the UIM. Some Dragon Arrows, Larunes. The loot is pretty good. So, I think I'll continue doing some of the gauntlet tasks. Hold on, let me quickly... There's the Crystalline Hunlef and the Corrupted Hunlef, and there are quite a few tasks, combat achievements or combat tasks to do. So I think I'll practice with the normal gauntlet a little bit, And then at some point, I'll also do Corrupted Gauntlet. But yeah, that's the first KC on the account. Okay, Wolf Puncher, Elite Combat Achievement done on the, well, the second KC, third try. And we get a Crystal Armor Seed. On 2KC, are you kidding me? That is very lucky. Very lucky. Wow, I did not expect that. Yeah, we do need these. I don't know how I'll manage the storage and the inventory situation, but I'm very happy to get it. I need to check how many we need. I think 6 in total for the armor. But yeah, that's the first armor seed on 2KC. Nice, very happy about this. So yeah, we do need 6 of them in total to create the full crystal armor set. So I think up until the point that we actually get the enhanced crystal weapon seed, we'll definitely, well, hopefully get more than 6. Although to be fair, I would definitely not mind getting the enhanced weapon seed first and then having to collect these, so I wouldn't complain. We finally get our first drop at 347 KC. A light frame, and that is our second light frame. So we have 2 light frames, 2 ballista limbs, and 3 of monkey tail and ballista spring each. No heavy frame, so the log isn't greened yet, and no Zenyte shard yet. So this light frame is obviously getting alked. And in just a couple more swings, that is level 98 mining. And that is level 90 crafting. A clean level, and we can now make onyx amulets, redwood birdhouses, and so on. Very nice. A clean crafting level. That is also a skill that is going to take a minute to get to 99. So I'm not really looking forward to it, but we'll get there when the time comes. And that's a couple of combat achievements done on KC number 3. Died once, but yeah, that's 2 combat achievements. Agnial diet, not making an Agnial potion, and 3-to-1 range. I think that's the perfect Hunlef run, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what we get from the chest. Money. Nice. Thanks to Tears of Guthix, we get 2 additional sailing levels. 48 sailing. Okay, you know what? I have an idea. In this video, we killed 378 demonic gorillas. Let's go up till 500. And if we don't get the Zenyte by then, we'll finish off the video and grind out the Zenyte shard at the beginning of the next one. That means we need to do 122 additional KC. So not too bad, and it won't really prolong the video all that much, if that makes sense. So let's see what happens. And that's 85 ranged. Oh my god. It happened. Yes, yes, it happened. I cannot believe that this thing is real. I am so beyond happy. Dude, yes! Yes! 427 KC. We finally get the Zenyte, and this is what the log is looking like. In total, 1549 demonic gorilla kills for 2 Zenyte shards. Let's go and make the necklace of anguish. Yes! Dude, I'm so happy. We've also used up the majority of our ancient shards with the arc light, so I might be dropping these 2, because now that there's only 2, it's an inventory slot. If I get anything that I want to keep long term, I'll drop these ancient shards, but yeah, we've charged the arc light back up fully and 56% infused. Let us use the Zenyte shard on the wall of flame to fuse it with the onyx and create the uncut Zenyte.
With all of the excitement, I forgot that I actually need 92 crafting in order to make the Zenyte necklace. I'm 2 levels short, so I'm gonna go get a Silisap and create a mushroom pie. I'm just waiting to plant the trees and to free up some inventory, but in the meantime, I'll throw up the loot that we got from the demonic gorillas on the screen. You saw it already, but I think the rune bars for sailing are probably the biggest drops, or I guess the most useful drops that we got. And frankly, a lot of alchables. I still need to complete a few clue scrolls, or try to complete them. All of these are wilderness steps. Runate bars, some clues, and a lot of money, a lot of GP. So I guess it turned out to be a pretty good grind at the end of the day. Got the pie, so we take a bite and we create our Zenyte necklace. Let's go enchant it. Got the runes from Ali Morsane and we can enchant the Zenyte necklace. And we officially have the necklace of anguish on the ultimate Iron Man. Oh man. Wow, this feels good. This feels so good. One of the really big items to get out of the way on a UIM, or on any account really, but especially so on a UIM. And honestly, this is where I'll finish off the video. We've completed all of the goals that we had set forth for ourselves. In this video, we got 299s, farming, my favorite skill by the way, as well as woodcutting. We've got a few really cool levels, 90 crafting, 98 mining. We defeated the Caliphite Queen, we got the KQ head, and we completed the Desert Elite Diaries. We got 85 prayer towards the beginning of the video. I almost missed that. That's a big milestone. And obviously we got the Necklace of Anguish, as well as completed the entire Tithe Farm collection log. Well, not completed it, hold on. We didn't complete the collection log, we still need the herb sack, but we have the points for it, so whenever we need it, we'll buy it and the whole collection log will be done. I'm really glad that I'll be able to get this video out a bit sooner than usual. It's not a 3-month gap. And we'll start off the next video by completing all of the clues that we have currently on the ground. Well, trying to complete them. We'll see how it goes, because one of them is a master clue. And, well, I'm not going to reveal what we'll do in the next video, but I might give you a few hints. Let's put it that way. So, look forward to that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon.